Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to JAHAN-E, and today is Saturday, the special day for the children. And today we are going to have a quiz on the moons. This was the topic given to us by the children. Mr. Yasir Malik from UK is with us. Welcome to the show, Yasir. How are you?
Thank you, ma'am. I'm very well, fine, and I'm excited to, uh, look for the next round of questions about moon in during daylight. Yeah, where I stay, I don't get to see moon very much because the sky remains almost permanently cloudy for the major duration of the year. But with more information, I think there'll be a fresh perspective on the moon. So I'm looking very forward to interacting with kids and students and just gaining some more information and knowledge today in the morning.
So if you don't see moon, that doesn't mean that you are not going to inform the children about some factual elements about moon. That you have to do. That is your responsibility, isn't it?
uh, I am of the belief that if you have to tell people something, at least be to that place once and then come and say tell something about that. So I think I can wait until I go to the moon to see if actually there is something called moon, and then I can probably be in a better position to inform them.
So my children are going to be disappointed today.
No, no, they can just think of me as sitting on the moon and imparting some information from what I see by staying on the moon.
So one thing we can imagine that if you are on moon, then how we have to calculate your weight.
Interesting. Yeah. So there are two interesting concepts. I feel definitely a lot lighter, and I can jump around very much. If when I hop once, I'm carried twice the distance. So very, and probably that is the thing that brought me here. Maybe when I come back to Earth, then I'll weigh myself. I'll just enjoy a holiday while I'm on the moon.
So what else you can see? How is
Yeah.
moon?
I can see the big giant Earth in front of me that is blue and green in color. And at night, that becomes sparkly with all the light that comes from the cities. And that giant Earth keeps revolving around me. But, and I can see shooting stars, and I can see the big giant sun. And Mars is also not very far from here. So maybe Mars is the next stop. Yes.
But you are on the moon of which planet?
Yes, yes. I'm on the moon of Earth, and there are. It's absolutely barren, gray and charcoal black. There are craters and there are little mountains, and it just gives you a sense of how lucky we are to be on a planet like Earth, where there is such a variety of colors, such life forms, such vegetation, and it just makes you feel how blessed you are to live on a planet that supports life.
Okay. But there are many moons, isn't it? Even Earth has many moons. So you are
Oh
on which
yes,
one?
yes, yes. So I'm now going to take students to a journey because I thought that you would, as you were just interacting. So basically, if I was just telling them about how Moon has come to exist, and our Earth was a very big molten mass of lava, and the scientist thinks that some billions of years ago there was a crater that struck Earth, and the Earth lobbed off a piece into space, and that became a satellite. A satellite is any body that revolves around a planetary body. It could be a small asteroid. It could be a man-made body like satellites we send to the space, or it could be a natural body like Moon. So that's how came the existence of moon. And we talk about moons in our solar systems, as you all must be knowing, there are a lot of planets, but in effect eight, or when Pluto was there, you could count nine. But these planets also have these satellites revolving around them, and these satellites are known as moons. Okay, so the Earth has one moon, and it is also called by the name of Luna, And Mars has two moons, and the name of the moons of Mars are Phobos and Deimos, and they were discovered 150 years ago. But after Mars, there is a huge asteroid belt that comes in, and when you cross that asteroid belt, there comes a huge big planet, the largest planet of our solar system, Jupiter. And you won't be disappointed to know that Jupiter has got around 79 moons that have been discovered. Imagine living on a planet with 79 moons. You don't need stars, isn't it? Most of us who are living in cities can't even count 79 stars in the sky these days because of the pollution. Anyway, so Jupiter has 79 moons, and these moons are huge, big. Some of these are even big than our planet Earth. And some of the great moons of Jupiter are Io, Europa, Ganymede, and Callisto. And these are also known as Galilean moons because these were discovered by Galileo Galilei, the famous astronomer of Italy 500 years ago. And after Jupiter comes a planet called Saturn. Saturn is a planet you must all be knowing with rings around it. And these rings are basically small particles of asteroids and shape that have taken around the planet of Saturn. And it Saturn is also no less wealthy when it comes to moon. So far, 82, more than 80, more than even Jupiter, have been discovered for Saturn. And Titan and Rhea, Mimas are big moons of Saturn. But Uranus has also some moons. So two of the big moons of Uranus are Miranda and Titania. And Neptune, the famous Neptune moon Triton, is a big, really big moon. And so these moons basically, depending on the size of the planet, they are of different and of the components that make that planet. These are of different materials. So, for example, you may find some composition which is on our moon, but it might be not on the Jupiter's moon or on Saturn's moon. They may be made up of gases, of small particles. Okay, and this moon actually reflects the light of the sun, and that is why it appears to us shiny. But then you must have also seen that it goes through phases. Sometimes it appears small crescent, sometimes it appears really huge and big. That is because it keeps revolving around the Earth, and because that's a satellite, and it takes 14 days for it to complete one cycle. And over that cycle, because it also rotates, it also spins on its axis, it appears in different phases. And sometimes it happens that while it is rotating and revolving around the Earth, the Sun, and the Moon come in one line, a straight axis, and that is when we get lunar eclipse, when the Moon has been eclipsed by Sun and the Earth. Okay, so very interesting to know more about Moon, and of course, uh, it has been an achievement of man in this century that we have been able to go reach on the moon, plant a flag, take samples, and come back. And that happened with the mission of Apollo 11 in 1969, and we are still proud of that day. And we all know that very soon India will also be launching a moon mission, and China would be sending somebody on the moon. So I think it is not long before ma'am books me a vacation on the moon once I'm over with this season of JAHAN-E. So with that, I'm looking for a very exciting round of questions from the students, and I hope with their knowledge and with some of the law knowledge that I have just shared with them, they would do wonderful with the upcoming quiz. So best of luck for all of you, and let's see who comes up as a winner.
Thank you very much, Yasir. And certainly I'll book for you and for me as well, because I'm also very much fond of moon. चंदा मामा दूर के बचपन में पढ़ा है इतना कि वो जहन में चंदा मामा बस गए हैं, तो इसीलिए कुछ भी ना मिले लेकिन चांद मिल जाए बस. So inshallah, if we It is said that if we want something and if we have passion for something, then the whole universe conspired to unite us. So inshallah, Moon and I, both of us are going to be united one day. So those who are like appearing for this quiz first time, very simple steps you have to follow. You should have quizzes app, and even if you don't have quizzes app, you have to just type in the Google joinmyquiz.com, and then one code will be given to you. You have to enter that code, and then after that you have to enter your name. Please don't enter with your mobile name or mobile's number. Just enter with your own name, and then after that the quiz will start, and you have to, there will be four options for each question. You have to choose one option, and then you have to submit. This is very simple. Through quizzes app we are going to play, and I think the things are clear for the children. Now we are going to start the quiz.
All right. So if you have all set, I'll just read out the few questions that are in front of me about Moon with some options. Okay, let's start.
Yasir, let them inform that there is only one quiz for junior and senior. Both have to.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, both have to attempt the same quiz, because there are very general types of questions, so they can very easily do that.
Yes, very much. And once you're all set, and once ma'am gives me the go ahead, I would just start asking you questions.
So there are 25 questions. I'm going to share now the code of the quiz. Here we go. And this is the code 599809. So it's on the screen now. And I request the children to kindly join this. First go on joinmyquiz.com, and there you will be asked for a code. You have to enter the code 599809. And then after that, you will be able to play this quiz. And this is very interesting. And especially this time, it's all about moons.
Moons and moons.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the participants. Those who have quizzes app, just enter the code 599809. Yes, now I can see the people are joining. And those who don't have the app, directly go to Google and type joinmyquiz.com, and there you will be asked for a code. You have to enter the code 599809, and then you will be able to play this quiz. There are 4 options. You have to select one. Okay, I think now we'll start so that others can join later.
Very good. So I hope you're all ready. All the best for the quiz. And yeah, let's see if we can reach on the moon by answering about moon. Right. So the first question comes up is, what are the natural or artificial bodies that revolve around larger bodies such as planets called as A, dwarf planets, B, satellites, C, moons? Second question. Because of rock samples, scientists found the composition of the moon similar to Earth's mantle, crust, atmosphere, or core. The third question is, what are the 3 steps of the current explanation for the formation of the moon? Impact, ejection, and formation, impact, explosion, and creation, or impact, or option C, explosion, ejection, and formation. The fourth question, all of dash have multiple moons. You have to fill in the blank. A, gas giants, or B, inner planets. The fifth question: which planet has two moons called Phobos and Deimos? The options are Mars, Mercury, Earth, or Saturn. Option A Mars, option B Mercury, option C Earth, option D Saturn. The sixth question: Jupiter's four largest moons no, as known as also known as Galilean, A giants, B satellites, C moons, or D craters. Jupiter's four largest moons are also known as Galilean moons or Galilean giants, Galilean satellites, or Galilean craters. That is a question that has been repeated. Saturn's moon are small bodies that are made up of mostly what? Frozen rock, or water, or soil, or stars. Ninth question: Neptune's largest moon, Triton, revolves around the planet in a what kind of orbit? Clockwise, backward, or forward? Neptune's largest moon, how does it revolve around the Earth? That was the question. Ninth and 10th. Pluto has at least how many moons? Two, three, four, or five? And we come on to the 12th question, which is Pluto's largest moon that is almost half the size of Pluto? Options are Charon, Hydra, Nix. Okay, I'll have to look up this question because I myself don't know the answer for this. Interesting. 13th question: which is the first phase of the moon? Is it a full moon? Is it a new moon? Is it a waxing gibbous or first quarter? Okay, and with that, the 14th question: what order are the objects in for a solar eclipse? Does it follow moon, sun, and earth? Earth, moon, and sun? Sun, moon, or earth? And what is umbra? The outer shadowing during an eclipse. Another word for the earth, the moon phases, or the inner shadow during an eclipse. You have to answer that. Okay, how long does it take the moon to revolve around the earth? Is it 14 days? Is it 3 days? Is it 10 days? Or is it 28 days? What side is lit during a waxing crescent? And that is the 17th question. Is it both the sides? Is it the right? Is it the left? Or is it neither of them? And your 18th question is, how long does it take the moon to rotate? Does it take 9 days, 19 days, 22 days, 28 days, or B, or your option D, 5 days? The 19th question is without options, and you have to tell the Earth's natural satellite is called dash. And 20th question is again without options. The planet that crushed on Earth that gave birth to a moon is called dash. And the different shapes of the moon seem to have a revolutions, phases, or rotations. And this 22nd question: as the moon shape appear to get smaller, we say that the moon is waning or the moon is waxing. 23rd question: what is the moon most commonly known to be made of? Green cheese, hot gases, lava, or rocks? The 24th question: tides are caused by winds, rain, or the gravitational pull of the moon. And with that, we come to the last question of today's quiz, the 25th question, which is, what is high tide? Your options are, is it a sea, the pull of the sea toward the moon where Earth is closest to the moon, or is it the pulling away of the Earth of the moon on Earth where moon is when Earth is farthest to the moon, or is it the sea being pulled away from the moon when Earth is closest to the moon? Okay, that is the question on high tide, the 25th question. And with that, we are nearing almost the end of our quiz, and I can definitely see that there are a lot of participants who are answering quite a lot of questions correctly. Many of them have already answered almost halfway through. Some of them are almost nearing the completion. Very good. Good to see all of them doing so wonderful about at least attempting all the questions about something that we all know about. And it'll be great to know a little more about just something that we see every day, like moon, isn't it?
We can see the same students are topping like Miraj, Aditya, Nikhil, Abad, Fabiha.
These are all some
Fabiha is first time like coming among the top
wonderful
five.
participants
Then
and who are
Taif,
very
Muhammad
regulars.
Faisal, yes. Then Anvi is also this time on the 9th number. Nadia is also playing. Nadia is on 10th. Let's see. 9 of them have completed. We have to just wait for 2 more minutes. Then after that, we'll stop the quiz.
Mhm. But ma'am, can I take the opportunity because since you are here and we are talking about moon, we just cannot talk about moon without hearing for about a single ashar from you about with a description of moon or referring to moon. So I think before we end the show, there are a couple of share that you should share with us, uh, जिसमें चांद
इसमें
के
चांद
ऊपर,
होना चाहिए.
जिसमें चांद होना चाहिए और जिसमें कहीं ना कहीं जो है वो चांद की खूबसूरती का बयान होना चाहिए.
वो सब बचपन
क्योंकि
की
मुझे
बातें
नहीं
हैं.
लगता है कि चांद जो है वो इतना काम जो है वो सोलर सिस्टम के आया होगा जितना उर्दू शायरों के आया है.
बिल्कुल सही. आ, असल में वो जो बचपन में हम लोगों को कहानी सुनाई जाती थी ना कि एक बुढ़िया है चरखा काट रही है, वही कहानी जो है वो अभी तक जहन में है. अब ये यकीन ही नहीं आता कि चांद जो है वो रॉक से बना हुआ है और वो जो चीजें नजर आती हैं ऊंची ऊंची नीची, वो सब जो है वो रॉक्स हैं.
बिल्कुल.
तो ये
और
सब
आपको
बातें
तो कम से
बिल्कुल
कम वो नजर आता है, हमें तो वो भी नहीं. हमें तो जो है वो चांद की मुशाबहत जो है वो उर्दू शायरों ने किसी और से करती है, तो आदमी जब चांद देखता है तो वो कोई और ही चेहरा नजर आता है उसमें.
दरअसल मुझे तो लगता है कि चांद से ज्यादा सूरज की तारीफ होनी चाहिए. अरे
हाँ,
सूरज आखिर कुछ भी है तो दैट इज द लाइक तवानाई का वाहिद मरकज है वो.
मैं
तो
वही तो कह
जितनी
रहा हूँ कि
एनर्जी हमें
लेकिन
मिलती है सूरज से मिलती हैं.
अंदर उसकी होती है जो कम से कम दिखता है. सूरज को तो देखना ही मुहाल है.
चलें, तो मेरे ख्याल से नाउ आई थिंक मोर देन 50% स्टूडेंट्स हैव कंप्लीटेड. So let's stop game here and now let's see that, because later on I'll give them as assignment so that they can complete those who are unable to complete now.
हम्म.
So here we go. Nikhil first.
हम्म.
Congratulations. And Miraj second. And
A big round of applause for the
Aditya
winners
third.
and the participants.
Congratulations. Very well done. And see how the others have done 92%. Nikhil and Miraj 76%, Aditya 64, Taif 60%, Abbad 60%, Nikhil is again 60%. That's really very good. Great. Now let us talk.
Very nice, all of you.
Yes, now
Well done.
let's find out from the participants that how was it this time. So may I request all the participants to kindly join us here on the screen, and please tell us that how was the quiz, whether it was difficult or easy or it was moderate. And yes, Miraj is
Mhm.
here. How are you,
One
Miraj?
good girl has just joined us, and we are looking forward to the others. Very good. Miraj, good to see you. And there is Abbad here. Miraj, you again top the quiz.
Yeah,
This
sorry,
is
sir.
not done.
I didn't
No,
get
no,
you.
You have to tell me your secret.
second.
Please, could you repeat? I didn't get you.
I was just saying that you again topped the quiz as a winner, one of the winners.
But I came second.
That's one and the same for me. You have to tell me your trick. What do you do? I think you just. Mm, is it you who is making the questions and giving to us so that
Of
I
course,
can ask
I
you?
didn't. I wanted it to be fair. 100.
Okay. Yeah. No, because I thought
Now,
that.
Abbad, please, बेटा शांति से बैठिए. ये हिल क्यों रहे बार बार इधर उधर? Just stay at
Abhad,
one
can we hear
place.
from you? Where is that boy gone? Um,
But Miraj, you have done like fantastic 64. And I know that the questions were quite difficult because this time it was like 60% questions were for the seniors and then 40% for the juniors. So you have done extremely well.
I was
mm.
kind of really nervous, and sir started to say me. I just had a pencil and a book right here. Whatever sir was saying, I was just noting it down. All the names
Did it
of
help you in any way
moons.
listening to that?
I was really kind of really nervous, and I was just noting it down. That
Did that help you noting all that down? Did that help you to think?
yes, it helped me. Of
Okay, very
course,
good,
the
very
question.
good.
But the moon is your favorite topic. Actually, I think you gave me last time that we should have quiz on moon.
Aha,
To be fair, complete fair. So only I gave it.
very good.
Good, wonderful.
Abad, can we hear from you? Abad, can you unmute yourself and tell us something? How are you, dear? How are you holding in the morning today? No, morning here, but afternoon for you guys, of course. Okay.
Hi, ma'am.
Did you enjoy the quiz?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so now tell us your experience.
How did you manage
Abad
to answer all
बोलिए
these
कैसा
questions
लगा?
correctly? What was your strategy? Were you listening, or did you know all that, although all the answers about moon that you have answered, or were you listening to when I was talking about?
Ma'am, I was not there when you were saying.
Mhm.
I don't know that today is the quiz.
Okay.
It
Right.
is height of ignorance that you even don't know the Saturday is a quiz. Last times, due to some engagements, we postponed it, but that doesn't mean that you are going to be so ignorant. हर सैटरडे को क्विज होता है, ये आप बिल्कुल अच्छी तरह से लिख लीजिए. कभी किसी सैटरडे को नहीं हो सकता है बिकॉज ऑफ सम इश्यूज, लाइक लास्ट सैटरडे नहीं हुआ. देन इसीलिए तो आपकी प्रिपरेशन इतनी अच्छी थी. यू ऑल हैव डन सो वेल. नादिया, व्हाट इज योर एक्सपीरियंस? व्हाट इज योर स्कोर, नादिया?
Ma'am, 10th position.
10th position. Okay, so are you happy with your performance? How are you going to improve?
Ma'am, questions are very interesting.
Questions are interesting, but how
That's
will you
one way to put
improve?
it. No, I'm sure she'll do well, and it's as I say, it's more about learning from the quiz what you don't know than what you just know, and you must have realized that there's so much about moon that there's still to be left to be, and we see it every day. Ever since we were born, we know that this is something that exists in the sky, and it is called moon. But there are so many layers to moons and the moon that it just, if we try to find it, there is never an end to it, isn't it? And that is all what the purpose of this quiz is, to make you more inquisitive about the subjects we discuss.
Okay, thank you very much for joining us. Thank you very much, Nadia, for your participation. Thank you, Miraj, for your participation. Now, may I ask you people that what would be the topic for the next quiz
Topic
for coming Saturday?
Yes,
Sun.
we can all suggest one a topic that you would all like, and then we can plan a quiz around that.
I think that COVID-19.
Yes, COVID-19. Somebody said COVID-19. Is it agreed upon?
What do the others say? What do you say, Fabiha, about should we have a quiz next time on COVID?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And Miraj?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then fine. Then please start preparing.
COVID it is.
Yes. And
Right.
it's very interesting, and it's not going to be very difficult, because nowadays every day you are listening in the television and then different programs on social media, everywhere COVID's information related to COVID is available.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
all you have to do is take that information and not go and experience COVID. So stay safe, and yeah, make sure that you.
Because Yasir Bhai is very fond of experiencing the things. Right now he was saying he will go to moon, then only he'll ask the question, then only he is going to
that
tell us
doesn't
something
mean that
about
you have to make
So-
sure that the virus enters you, and only then you can answer the information about COVID. Right? Yeah.
Okay, then thank you very much. I hope you all enjoyed the quiz, and next time again we are going to come back with lots of interesting questions about COVID. Stay safe, and information is going to certainly give you some clues how to save yourself. Thank you very much. Take care, and bye-bye.
Thank you all, lovely faces. Bye bye.